It back home now, the murder case of a teen who allegedly was stabbed and killed by a schoolmate in Alexandra on Monday has been postponed to the 8th of September. Now, he apparently appeared briefly at the Alexandra Magistrate's Court in camera for a preliminary inquest. In his case, he has now been moved to a child justice court. Now, while details are still sketchy about what caused the fight, some community leaders say they've traced the problem to gangsterism. eNCA's Lindokuhle Xulu reports.
After almost 1.5 hours, I don't have answers of what happened.
A shocking statement by Gauteng's Education MEC Panyaza Lisufi after a pupil was killed at school. But it gets worse.
What I know is accusations of drugs in the school, accusations of gangsterism.
16-year-old Kaiya Mgai was stabbed to death at Puluso Secondary School after a fight broke out. It's alleged that another pupil, now in police custody, jumped the school wall to go home and fetch a knife. His parents, the education department, and many in Alexandra are asking what led to Kaiya's death. The ward councillor seems to have an idea.
I'm saying that school is known for that. Even the perpetrator has done it before in the very school. That tells you something.
There's a step someone in.
Yes, in the very school, using a scissor. The ones that was attacked, it was an issue of a girlfriend. That this one is taking my girlfriend. But this guy who is stabbing is a part of the gang, and whereas the victim is not part of the gang.
After the news of a pupil's death in his ward, Adolf Marema says he had to quell tensions as some in the community were reportedly seeking revenge. This led Marema to a shack where the alleged gang the suspect belongs to operates from. What they found here, he says, was shocking.
These youngsters are renting that shack from a very old guy of my age, 800 a month. 15 of young people who were inside that shack. The oldest in that shack was 15-year-old. The rest were under 15, up to an age of 8-year-old. Girls. There were 4 girls in the shack. And they doing all these funny things. There were condoms, knives. There were a lot of things that we found in that shack.
We found none of that on this day. But on the walls were several names. Among them, the alleged gang name, Romantic Data. The owner of the shack says he rented his shack to the miners because they told him there was no space for them at their homes. Despite the owner claiming that he wasn't aware of a gang operation from here, community leaders left him with no choice but to demolish his shack. At the same time, the wheels of justice are slowly turning as the murder case of the teenage suspect has been postponed to the 8th of September. And Kaiya's family is struggling with the fact that his young life has been senselessly snuffed out. Lindokuhle Xulu, Alexandra Township, Johannesburg.